Shana Tova, everybody. Shana Tova. We'll hope that you join in with these words. They are Hine Matov, how good it is for us to gather all together like this, celebrate Rosh Hashanah. Come on and join us.
Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Sing it again. Hine Matov, Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Repeat after us. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is
To be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is
To be together on this day. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. All right, I want to hear it for real. We are all in this really big, beautiful space, but we want to hear your voices. Please sing to us how good it is. I don't know. It doesn't sound
Close.
so good. It sounds really mostly good. Let's try it. How good it is.
How good it is.
Yes! How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
Yes, to be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is
To be together on this day. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov, Umanayim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
Now that is a way to start Rosh Hashanah services. Shana Tova, everybody. We've got Cantor Waldman, Alan Goodis. I'm Rabbi Jacob Leisman. It is so good to see all of you here. Does everybody have a prayer book by any chance in your hands? Could I see you put it nice and high in the sky? Yeah, you got one? Wow. Awesome. So you could think of this kind of like a map. A map gets us to where we want to go. Right? This is like a Jewish map for Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, that helps get us to a place of renewal and more meaning, try to get us back to our truest, best selves. And we do that over our time together through prayers, through stories, through Torah, importantly, through each other and each other's presence. If everyone wants to look around and see everybody's wonderful faces here filling this sanctuary, we are going to start using this just about now. So we warmed up our voices. It's now time to warm up our bodies. If you are able to do so, I'll invite you to please stand by your seats. We are on page 76.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I free? Yalalai, yalalai, lai, lai, 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 yalalai, lai, lai. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach
Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
All right, everybody, we are now going to turn to page 79 in our prayer books. We are about to say a prayer for creation because you might know Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish New Year. It's also the birthday of anybody know? Birthday of yes, my friend, of the world. Can I hear everybody say, happy birthday world? One, two, three. Happy birthday world. Nice. So let's read a little birthday blessing about creation. We're on page 79 for the readers amongst us. Please join me. As the night gives way to day, a morning picture is painted across our sky. The sun comes up as the morning uncurls, a wonder we can see and still wonder why. God who makes the sun shine and stars glow, you renew the cycle of creation day by day, giving light to our minds and our eyes, time after time with the dawn of each new day. Each thing that God creates, God renews each day with love and care. Through God's light, we understand the plan and wonder of this world which we all share. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer Hamaorot. Blessed are you, Adonai, who creates lights. We are on page 82. I'm going to sing a prayer that is familiar to some of us. However, the tune might be a little unusual. That's because that is a special hint about what time of year we find ourselves in, which is the very, very beginning on the Jewish calendar. We're on page 82.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Vad.
Everybody can take a seat. We're going to turn to page 87. For the readers, once again, please join me. We're going to read this here in the gray box on page 87. During the holiest days of our year, we renew our promise to stand up for what is right. We will not stand with our feet frozen to the ground and our arms limp by our sides. We will not stay silent when our voice is needed. We will not hide. We will not walk away. When people are sad, we will comfort them. When people are mean, we will stop them. When someone is hungry, we will feed them. When someone is cold, we will find them shelter. When there are tears, we will dry them. When there are hopes, we will support them. We know how slavery and sadness feel. We renew our promise this day to not stand idly by when others are suffering. We renew our promise this day to bring all people into our song of freedom. We now sing that song of freedom on page 86.
Mi kamocha va'elim
Adonai, mi kamocha nedar v'kodesh, nora tehilot oseh v'eleh, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed.
All right, everybody, we are now going to turn to page 92 And I'm keeping everybody on their toes. We're standing, we're sitting, we're standing, we're sitting, we're turning, we're reading, we're looking. I'll now invite you to stand if you're able to. We are on page 92.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah.
Well, everybody can take a seat again. You may have noticed a bunch of names in that prayer we just sang. And remember how I said this prayer book is a little bit like a map? One of the directions in that map invites us to notice how special it is to acknowledge the generations of our family. The names we just said, that's the family tree of the Jewish people. And I also know everybody here, too, you have your own family tree. Rosh Hashanah, the New Year, the high holidays are a time that we get together as a family and realize just how special it is to be on your family tree. So it's with that in mind, I'd like to call up two families amongst us. Matthew Waxler, Suzanne Rovani, and Elizabeth Waxler. You can come on up. And also, did I see? Yes, Josh Haid. Perfect. Josh Haid, Tatiana, and Ari Haid as well. We'll invite you to come join us on the bima here.
Generation after generation. Our story is made out of chapters that are filled with adventure, pain, love, and faith.
Today, all over the world, our diverse, beautiful family stands in congregations like this one, saying the words that link us to all the people who have come before us.
Let's say all together.
We hope that you are here with us after all. You are a member of our family too.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Shana Tova. Thank you. Thanks, Suzanne. So to follow up that beautiful family blessing, we are going to, well, everyone's going to get a chance to say a family blessing. We are about to sing the oldest blessing we even know about. And this is a very special one that adults have been saying to their children for generations. So it's at this point, I'll invite you to maybe put your arm around someone that you came with, an adult, a parent, aunt, uncle, grandparent, and we are going to say these very special words together. First, oh yeah. May God bless you and may God protect you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך, וישם לך שלום.
May you always feel God's presence, and may God give you a sense of peace and a sense of wholeness, similar to this one right now, with your arms around each other in this sanctuary, celebrating this new year. And we're now going to turn to page 105 in your prayer books to continue singing about how special it is to be a part of this generational chain.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. L'dor vador nagid god lecha. L'dor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation, L'dor vador, these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our hearts, from the shadow of the mountains to the waters that would part. We are blessed and we are holy. We are children of your way. And the words that bring us meaning, we will have the strength to say. Join us, please. L'dor vador nagid god lecha. L'dor vador we protect this chain. From generation to generation, L'dor vador, these lips will praise your name.
Beautiful. I gotta say, we have a great view from up here. Everybody putting their arms around each other, singing. Just love it. You can close your prayer books for a hot second, because I've got a story to tell. And I'm going to come down here to do so. It starts with a queen who once ruled over a land, and everybody loved this queen. She was wise, she was kind, and the people loved her because she cared about them. Not only as their queen, but as a person who listened and laughed, shared their joys and their oys. But as the queen grew older, people began to wonder, who is going to rule after the queen? Who will take her place? Let's see. Raise your hand if you think it'll be one of her children. This queen happened to have children. Not all queens have children, but this one does. Raise your hand if you think it is someone else with a really important job who you think might be queen next. Maybe? Okay. Both good guesses. So the queen left a letter behind to say who will succeed her. And when she retired, they opened the letter. To everyone's surprise, this letter named her caretaker, just a woman in the community who had spent years by her side. And this woman was known not only for being clever and caring, but also for her humor her honesty, and her ability to make people smile. Can I see everybody smile? She was great at that. She was really good at that, without asking so directly. Even when people were having a hard time, she could make people smile. So when she became queen, she put on the crown. Can I see everybody put on your queen's crown? Nice. And the robe. Can I see you put on a queen's robe? Looked very queenly. She sat on the throne, and she felt very powerful. But she never forgot her truest self. She still laughed easily. She still spoke the truth. She still listened to her people near and far. There was one thing that this queen did, however, that no one else knew about. Every once in a while, she would go into a little quiet room deep in her palace, and in that room, she would take off her crown, and she would set aside her robe. She'd just wear normal clothes, and she would just sit as herself, by herself. And there in the quiet, she would think, who am I, really? Am I still being kind? Am I being honest? Am I listening to others? Am I growing into the person that I want to be? And so one day, a visitor from another palace followed her around all day. How could she be this amazing, successful, powerful queen? And noticed the queen going into this secret room in the palace. And she got curious. She peeked into the room, saw the queen. No crown, no robe, just ordinary clothes. The queen just by herself, sitting and reflecting. And then this visitor understood that the queen's secret of greatness, of how amazing she was as a queen, was not only in the crown and in the robe, or her throne, or her title as queen. She was great because she remembered her true self. She always remembered that before she was queen, she was kind, she was honest, she was caring. That is the queen's secret about how she was such a successful queen. And when we hear this story, it invites us to ask the question, what are those things that you are known by, your truest self? I know everybody here is going to grow up and do amazing things. You're all going to be queens and kings and princesses and princes in your own rights. And maybe once in a while, you go to the secret room in your palace and think, am I still kind and honest and caring and a good listener and loving? And we all come together on days like this, Rosh Hashanah, to remind us of those characteristics that really show who we are and why we end up being successful. So that's the queen's secret, and I'll be honest, I will recommend it to everybody. We are going to sing a prayer next, which actually has a similar word to queen in it. This prayer is called Avinu Malkeinu. It's a very special prayer that we say only on the high holidays. It is a couple nicknames for God. We can think of God as many, many, many things. Maybe each person here even has a different idea about God. And this prayer suggests two more. We can think about God as Avinu, as a parent or an ancestor taking care of us. We can think of God as Malkeinu, a ruler, kind of like the one in our story, who's kind and honest and who listens. If you're able to do so, I'll invite you to please stand. And we are on page 114. Should I read? I'll read. And please read together with me as we open the ark here. Thank you. Avinu Malkeinu, hear our voice. Avinu Malkeinu, we have missed the mark before you. Avinu Malkeinu, have compassion on us and on our families. Avinu Malkeinu, help us bring an end to sickness, violence, and hunger. Avinu Malkeinu, let our hands overflow with your blessings. Avinu Malkeinu, help us write our names in the book of lives well lived. Avinu Malkeinu, almighty and merciful, answer us with patience as we continue to learn and grow. Save us through acts of justice and love. We sing together.
Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Manenu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chonenu Vanenu, Yen Banu Masi, Aseh Imanu, Tzedakah v'chesed, Aseh Imanu, Tzedakah v'chesed v'hoshienu, Aseh Imanu, Tzedakah v'chesed, Aseh Imanu, Tzedakah v'chesed v'hoshienu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chonenu Vanenu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chonenu Vanenu, Yen Banu Masi.
We're going to stay standing. We're going to turn to page 120, which is going to begin the exciting part of our service when we take the Torah out of the ark and get ready to read it. So I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to coerce a couple adult volunteers to help us hold it so we can read from it.
Sweet as honey, sweet
thank you.
as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, melech haolam, asher kitshanu, b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, la'asok b'divrei Torah, la'asok b'divrei Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, melech haolam, asher kitshanu, b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, la'asok b'divrei Torah, la'asok b'divrei Torah. Sweet as honey, join me singing. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. לעסוק בדברי תורה.
Excellent. Well, everybody could take a seat. And yeah, you may have remembered I mentioned at some point that today is Rosh Hashanah. You know that, the Jewish New Year. It's also the birthday of the world, as we learned. So we are going to go back to the very beginning of the Torah. That's what we're doing up here. We're rolling back to the beginning, to the story of creation, the very first day. So we'll encourage everybody to look at the Torah from where you are, to open up your ears to Cantor Woolman, who's going to beautifully chant the very beginning of the Torah for us, this special story of the creation of the world.
Okay. Bereshit bara Elohim. In the beginning, God created et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, the sky and the land, ve'haaretz, and the land. Hayta tohu vavohu, it was all chaos. V'choshech al pnei tehom, and darkness hovered over the waters. V'ruach Elohim, and the Spirit of God, mirachefet al pnei hamayim, was dwelling there on the waters. Vayomer Elohim, and God said, Yehi or, let there be light. Vayhi or, and there was light. Vayar Elohim, and God saw et haor ki tov, that the light was good. Vayavdel Elohim, and God separated bein haor uvein hachoshech, between the light and the darkness. Vayikra Elohim laor yom, and God called the light day, v'lachoshech kara laila, and the light and the darkness God called night. Vayhi erev vayhi voker yom echad, there was evening and there was morning, the first day. And that's how it all went down.
Very cool. Very cool. That is the story of the first day of creation. If you're still holding your prayer book, I'll invite you to say, you have a special blessing that we say when we take out the Torah. We're going to read the bottom together of page 121. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Amazing. So we are going to start returning this Torah to its home in the ark behind us. And if everybody's able to do so, we'll invite you to please rise for this part. Great. So let's roll it back up.
Shalom, shalom.
Cool.
Shalom,
And I'm going to hold it. And then we'll put the stuff back on. Okay, cool. I've got it. Thank you. Thank you both, by the way.
It is
Yeah.
a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to them that hold
That's
fast
the
to it,
first
and all
one.
of its supporters are happy.
Awesome.
Shalom, shalom. Shalom,
Oh, let's actually
shalom.
turn this around.
Shalom,
Yeah, there we go.
shalom. Shalom, shalom.
Awesome.
Eitz Chaim hilem machazikim adonai.
Yeah, facing you.
Me'ushar
just like that.
Chaim
Perfect.
hilem machazikim
That's it, yeah. And then that one. This one.
Shalom,
Yeah, so this.
shalom,
There we go.
shalom.
we can let that hang.
Shalom, shalom.
And then we'll put the 2 tops on.
Shalom, shalom. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy.
Amazing.
It is a tree of
And
life
then
to them that hold fast to it, and all of
we're
its
just
supporters
gonna
are
walk over the ark,
happy.
open it up, and put it back. Yeah, that's great.
Shalom, shalom.
Oh, thank you. Fell off.
Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom.
Awesome. So we're going to stay standing because we got another very special part of our service coming up, and that is, can anyone tell me what's our friend Sam holding here in his hand? A shofar. Exactly. We blow a shofar on Rosh Hashanah. It announces to everybody that we are in a new Jewish year. It's a call for us to wake up and try to be our best selves and all of that good stuff. Are we singing about it or just calls? And we'll invite you to join us singing about the shofar before we blow it on page 134.
I like to hear the shofar blast,
Sometimes slow and sometimes fast.
I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Sing it with us. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year.
All right. Can you take your shofar? Do you have a small shofar? Do you have a large shofar? And sing after us. Tekiah.
Tekiah.
Shivarim. Tiru. So good. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. All right, so what we're going to do now is the longest Tekiah Gedolah. You have to take a really deep breath, and we're going to do it all together. Are you ready? Deep breath. Tekiah Gedolah. I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Shana Tova.
Awesome. So can everybody help us? We need to make the shofar calls so Sam can blow the shofar for us. Please join me. First, we're going to say Tekiah on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Tekiah. And then we're going to say Shvarim on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Shvarim. And then we're going to say Truah on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Truah. And now, if you'll join me, we're going to say Tekiah Gedolah on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Tekiah Gedolah. Beautiful.
I like to hear the shofar blast. Sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Yasher Koach.
Shana Tova, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. In case you didn't know already, if you've got plans after an occasion where Sam is going to blow shofar, you're going to want to push them back a little bit. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Shana Tova, just a couple announcements for you before you head out. First is we started with our prayer books. We're going to end with our prayer books. Please take it with you and deposit it at one of the 2 tables in the back. We also want to invite you to join us again soon. This is Rosh Hashanah, the first of our High Holy Days. We have Yom Kippur coming up in another 9. So we hope to see you there. I also want to encourage you all to take a quick look on your way out. In the north parking lot, we have a bin for Cradles to Crayons and a shipping container for the Ark. These are 2 wonderful Chicago organizations that we are collecting for for the High Holy Days. Kosher non-perishables for the Ark, children's clothing for Cradles to Crayons, and we hope you'll consider starting your year off on a beautiful note like that one. Shana Tova, everybody. Great to see you. See you soon.
Shana Tova, Shana Tova, Shana Tova, Shana Tova, ay, 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 Shana Tova, Shana Tova.